Alright guys, emoji lock and key on a 1994 Ford Ranger. So it's a manual. I use tryout keys on these cars. There's the ignition set and the door set. So the ignition set did not work, and I went through it twice. And then I think 92 to 96, it's sidebar. So sidebars a real pain in the ass. I don't ever like drilling these things out, but I do, and they're kind of a pain in the butt. I broke the cap off with a flathead screwdriver after you take the covers off. I broke the cap off with a flathead screwdriver, and then I tried to go for the Bible, but it was like really hard stuff. So then I went for the center, and I just went through my smallest bit to the biggest bit. I think I stopped at 15-30 seconds. I stopped at 15-30 seconds, and then I was able to pry the rest of the stuff off. I don't ever want to break the housing, so I take my time with it. I might be late to an appointment, but my tryout set usually fucking works. And then good old YouTube usually helps everybody out, because you know what I mean, you get to see shit. And I guess there's a fucking service hole somewhere in there. You gotta really look for it. But see that, where's that little, it's like right back there. I couldn't find it. So YouTube helps out. Right, give the guy a thumbs up, a like. Yeah, very helpful. Alright, this is the way life happens. Got the ignition. I didn't have any in stock. It turns out StracTech doesn't make any parts for it. So who does make parts is ASAP. And the C42-140 is for the 95. So you actually need C42-110, and that's the coded ignition part number. I haven't ever keyed them up, and I don't see any reason not to, because the door cuts are 1 through 5, and then, or 1 through 6. They share a cut, so they share a cut, and it's a 10 cut. So the first 5 are for the door, the second 5 are for the ignition, and then the ignition and the door share the key. So this happens to be the coded key from the brand new lock that I got, and I had to go to the auto parts, and I got a Lock Smart lock. It costed me like 25 bucks. ASAP is like 22 something. And then my Gymkhana kind of wants to be crap sometimes. Like, they want to give me all kinds of crap, so I couldn't cut the key. So what I do is I clamp my tryout key to the key that I'm cutting. Okay, to the key that I'm cutting, and then I get it as close as I can, but I keep it on the shallow side. And then I go to the car, and then I finish it up, impressioning. So here's my other key. Now I gotta do the same thing, because my other machines, like the framing, I lost my code blocks to. My duplicator, it spits out car keys all the time, so it's frustrating. Where the tryout key went is right here, right there. So I want to say I had it wrong anyway. I want to say it was wrong anyway, because I went 4-4-4-4, but I kind of want to say that it's that one. 3-4-3, could be a 5. I think it might be a 5. Anyway, we'll clamp this to the next one and then do the same thing. So this is when I make copies by hand, and you have to do this when you got fucking crap garbage like this, or it's whoever buys enough shit, bro, that could turn off my stuff, because they buy stuff, bro, and they come in the ear speakers and all kinds of shit. So this is what I have to do, and when it becomes analog, bro, I'm a fucking beast. So fuck everybody. But yeah, I clamp it like that, and then I make sure that I use a rat tail file, because it's the simplest, easiest thing to fucking keep in line. So we're gonna go each cut, make our mark, get it as far down to where I'm comfortable, and then impression it the rest of the way. And for some reason on the door, the marks are gonna be at the bottom. So after becoming a fucking monster, getting through whatever it is, the Locksmart part number on that thing is LC14180, and that what I was said was like $22. We're losing power. We're gonna plug this in. Oh no, that's not it. Nope, that one is it. This is the cord that we need. So pretty much life fucking happens. The Gymkhana, we spent all kinds of money on it. It wants to be a pain in the ass. What I always keep and what my dad wants to throw away all the time is my files, okay? He wants to throw my files away. Like, NatZip is gonna fucking fix everything, you know what I mean? Like, a file isn't gonna save your ass one day. And it did. Okay, it saved my ass, like, today. And then probably, well, actually twice today, okay? Because I had an impression something before that, which was a Ford. I don't have a lease sheet. I really don't cut. And even if I did cut it to code, like I picked it and I cut it to code, I would have had to file it down to get a better working key. So the little sandpaper is always helpful. Locksmithing sandpaper happens to be a file. And they gotta be Swiss. Because the cut, any other cut, bro, they're so aggressive that you can't see anything. And if you can't see anything, you're not gonna get a good mark. So we had to do that stuff. You know, AutoZone really helps us out every now and again. There's 2460, so $25. I think ASAP at UHS Hardware is $22.50, $23. So it's not terrible. So my videos are kind of long, bro, and they don't really show you point to point, this is what we're gonna do. It's pretty much, bro, just me ranting about on-the-job shit, because on-the-job shit, on-the-job shit, bro, we're in the field, okay? We're not in the office passing a bunch of crap, you know what I mean? We're in the field doing things, chain smoking cigarettes, you know, drinking iced tea, eating beef jerky because we're starving and we don't have any food, or we can't stop for any food. So beef jerky is always something good to keep in the corner. Because, yeah, always good. Anyway, we're gonna get to our next job. This one is my job. So I'm gonna go do a rekey. Awesome. We're gonna go work on a house lock. Super easy. Really profitable, unless you get the butt of life, which is like, I don't know, the worst thing for probably for locksmithing is residential.
In 10 miles, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-25 South.
Money for fucking for house stuff, man. Even car ignitions and stuff. People just like, bro, they inquire and they're like, you're like, bro, stop fucking calling me and stop clicking on my shit. Like, do you want a rekey or not? You know what I mean? You know, it's terrible. It's frustrating. Frustrating stuff. But we're going to a rekey because this guy happens to be a property manager, or he works for a law firm. So we like this dude. You know why? Because he's gonna pay for our service, bro. We like people that pay for services. Because it keeps us employed, you know what I mean? And keeping us employed is kind of why I probably don't spend a lot of time on my sketchbooks, you know what I mean? they're there, of course. But I don't spend a lot of time on them because this pays my bills? Question. It doesn't pay my bills. Honestly, you know what it does, bro? It lets me buy fucking crap. Okay? Not crap, bro. I like the machine. It's a good machine. When it treats me well, it's a good machine. When it pisses me off and doesn't let me cut the key, bro, because people buy shit. You know what I mean? And this happens to be the shit that I buy. Or maybe some girl, I don't know, stole my fucking AutoSmart book. So now I'm down a book. It's 2 years old, but it still works. Plus it gives me a lot of information, bro. You know, that I don't have to spend a lifetime doing because I bought the fucking book. You know what I mean? I bought Michael Hyde's book. You know what I mean? Michael Hyde's book has a lifetime of valuable stuff. You know what I mean? And my dad only sands cars. You know what I mean? He works off a paint system. He paints cars. You know, at one time they used to prep for blends at like 400. No, at one time they used to panel paint. And then they prepped for blends at like 4 and then 6, and now it's like 8. You know what I mean? 800. That's what you're sanding your blend panels on. It really doesn't get any complicated. You know, it doesn't get that much complicated, especially when you're in urethane. When you get into water-based, it kind of changes a little bit, but it's good for the environment. And I think coverage is better. But you still got to use urethane clear, so it's not like you're getting away with everything. There's still got some in it or something. It's a little cheaper. It's like $6. But he doesn't know I'm like taking shit. And I don't think he likes me taking that shit. Because my side job is just too gravy. The whole thing's gravy. You know what I mean? It's super gravy. Unless you don't have it. Because if you don't have it or your equipment doesn't work, you can't do it. And I am learning that I am only as valuable as my stock. Because I stock a Swiss Pippin file. Now, if I didn't have it, bro, I wouldn't be skilled. You know what I mean? Honestly, I wouldn't be skilled because I couldn't sand it. Now, I've been getting some Pro Keys, little butt from my home company. You get butt from your home companies, bro. They're like, oh, what happened, bro? I thought you were advertising. They're like, well, I went into fucking debt, bro. You know what I mean? One job a day is not enough. I can't make enough. You know what I mean? I gotta make more. Because, you know, right now, I spend so much money on the car, the equipment, the stock, that I don't have any other money. You know what I mean? I don't even pay myself. So, yeah. Literally on food stamp money. It's like I'm running a business, bro, but I can't pay the employee, the number one fucking employee. You know what I mean? Any money. So I'm trying to make the switch. Fame is trying to get me to draw comics, but you know, I don't even know where the story is going right now. I don't even know if you want to listen to this shit, and I don't honestly give a fuck. Because you're gonna listen to it if you watch it, and if you don't watch it. Now we're gonna get to the next job. I'm gonna need something very good. It's not gonna be food stamp money. I'm gonna take a little bit of cash. Actually, I got a $20 tip. So, dude gave me a $20 tip. I'm gonna go eat that $20 because I haven't ate all fucking day. And the beef jerky that I made in the fan isn't that great. You know what I mean? It's not that great. It's not. I don't know, the teriyaki shit that you get at the gas station. Whatever beef company it is, that shit's awesome. That shit's real good. The shit that I made on the fan wasn't the same. It was not the same. But I did not die. Which actually saved my value from being empty many times over. So maybe we'll get an app because that's probably why he stole my book. You know, at one time it was Natip. Bought Natip. I used it once. I could have used it twice, but you know, Land Rover and fucking roads, they don't give